Today, from Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, it's Week 11 of the NFL on EA Sports. the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Indianapolis Colts.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Acrisure Stadium on the north shore of the Steel City, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Indianapolis Colts and the Pittsburgh Steelers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. They were losers last time out, but winners of 7 of 9 prior to that. Meanwhile, for the visiting Colts, they've gone a full half season since their last loss. Winners of 8 in a row.
And you don't get on win streaks like this without your defense playing a big role. They've created quite an identity, and I know they want and expect this streak to get to 9.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3 quarterback.
And when you watch Kenny Pickett play, you see a young man who got better every season in college and really blossomed in his final campaign. Took his game to a new level and made him a first-round pick in the NFL. He's the type of kid who can beat you with his mind, beat you with his arm, and occasionally with his legs. A tough, skilled performer. Kenny Pickett, he's got some moxie to him.
A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. A look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. 12 carries, 52 yards.
As always, priority number 1 for them is to secure the win this week. But priority number 2, this guy right now who is 6th in the league in rushing. They want to give him that push to get him into the top 5 and really earn their status of being one of the best ground games in the NFL, as well as him being one of the lead backs, too.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Pickett will look to throw it here. Completion here to Claypool. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Presley Harvin now. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
Out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness is a premium for all of that now.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Steelers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. Two division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Now Pickett. And that one on the money to Claypool downfield. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Chase Claypool with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates. Last week, over 100 yards, 3 touchdowns. We were talking with him on the field before the game. He said simply, I was in a groove. He obviously was.
And I think he's been a little modest about that, being in a groove. That's a big-time game right there. And I think he feels like his entire team is coming along with him because they're creating spaces and holes for him to run through. He's making people miss, running through tackles. They are locked in a big way and confident about this game as well.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. The is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. This is taken around the 12. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They run once more with Taylor. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. He'll drop to throw. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, Pickett to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Pickett. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st and goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. From the gun, it's Taylor. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Eluding the pressure right. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. $10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
From the gun on third down, Pickett. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. On is Presley Harvin now as he'll send this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Back to throw. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that could be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. On the option to give to Taylor here. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Here's Jack Fox now. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really. Pickett lost it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered, because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
That's certainly one way to beat the blitz. Get out of your hands quickly and get it to the big fella.
Very effective. Saw the pressure, got rid of it, and the completion ensued. Looking to throw, Pickett. And that will be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Fielded at the 33. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Colts set to take over here offensively. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Quick throw into the hands of Pittman. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. The Colts at 9-1 on the year. They've been as hot as anyone. The win last week makes it 9 out of 10.
And partner, to me, this is a team that no matter what the matchup, they're up for the fight. They are really suited for the postseason the way they're playing right now, and I would not want to face them come playoff time.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Buying time to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll give him a new set of downs. They go play action here on first down. And this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 21. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. They'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
That gets them 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
And they'll try to run the option here.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great play there. Scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out.
And the Colts have cut it back within a score.
Lutz with the extra point. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. That time a 9-play drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
The Steeler offense set to regain possession as we eke closer and closer to intermission. Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
The throw over the middle, taken in.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Pickett in trouble, and down he goes.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack.
Pickett, open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down.
Pickett back to throw.
And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
Here's Presley Harvin now.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line.
Indianapolis offense ready to go again. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. the draw is Taylor. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw here. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
It was starting to become a game for him to forget with the interceptions, but that's a step in the right direction. Not only did he choose to run it instead, but he saw the field well and made a nice pickup to get a new set of downs.
First down, he'll drop to throw it. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18. So from the 36 now, first and 10. They'll set up a throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up second down. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. He'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will knot us up at 10.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. Well, we get our tour out at Nissan Stadium in Nashville, and it's the Titans out in front in that one. Derrick Henry has a touchdown run. From there, it's up to Highmark Stadium to check in on the Bills. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Dallas Cowboys. Josh Allen has a touchdown pass. Finally, let's get down to Houston. Check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And that one, all even as they play the visiting Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been as tight as we expected. All tied through one half of play. For the call of the second half, let's get it back to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick.